Welcome to the Rocket Roof Show, where we equip fellow roofers to do more commercial business every first and third Thursday of the month. It's time to launch your business to the next level.
This is Project Command. Stand by at power transfer.
3, 2, 1, blast off!
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Rocket Roof Show, where we educate and equip roofing contractors for the commercial space. Today, I have a guest, Warren Pavon, with me. Warren was a guest on the show a number of months back, you might have remembered. But today we're going to be talking about the commercial roofing conference that we're going to be putting on down in Myrtle Beach. And so I wanted to bring him on because the conference was really Warren's brainchild. And when I brought him onto the Facebook page about a year ago now, we were just talking one day and said that this would be, a conference would be a really great way to be able to have the group connect. And it's kind of grown into something a little bigger than what we thought it would be. There's a lot of excitement. So I wanted to bring Warren on today and just talk about what we're going to be doing and what the premise behind it is. So welcome to the show, Warren.
Thanks, Andy. Good to see you.
So the conference here, like I said, it was really your idea, and you kind of had this idea in the back of your head before you even came on. Actually, let me rewind a little bit. I think it was actually New Year's Eve last year where you were on our Facebook page and you did a little rant. I think you were having a bourbon or something, and you felt pretty good, and you put a nice little post on there talking about young guys in the industry, and you have a heart for new guys coming in and learning the trade and having a passion for it. And you had a whole ton of guys come on there and really
like over 1,000 people responded and liked it. New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, I start reflecting back, like I'm sure we all do, at the end of the year and what you've been through. And I had posted, the struggle of guys like us. As a kid who couldn't get along at home and took off young and became a roofer. And that is no easy path. When you're young and invincible, it feels like you can conquer the world. But as the years go by, you realize this is no easy path. And, you learn from your mistakes in this world, in this business. And it becomes a great benefit if you can learn from the mistakes of others.
For sure.
And that's what I see this group as. And it's great to go on that website and see other guys' jobs and post questions, and everybody answers, and and that's all great. But there's a lot of information that can be passed between guys that can save you years. The things that I suffered through and the mistakes that I made along the way could save a young guy years of struggling if I could pass that knowledge over. And I think that gets done more in person. So
after that post, I read it and I thought, man, I had been looking for a moderator on Facebook. You can have admins or moderators, and so I'd been looking for somebody to help me kind of moderate the page. And when you have a leader on a Facebook page, you kind of have to have somebody that's able to be decisive and have thick skin and also be professional. And I got a lot of roofers on that page, but some of them are hotheads. Even business owners and stuff are hotheads, or they let things get out of hand, or they let crude humor just get out of hand. And so when I seen you, you're pretty level-headed and mature, and we're going to let things get out of hand. So that's why I was like, I got to have this guy, ask this guy if he would like to be a moderator. And, sometimes you guys are like, Facebook, what a joke. That's like kids play. Why would I want to do that? So it's kind of hard to find the right guy that would want to do that with me. So I thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. And then,
thank you for involving me.
And then having the heart also for the younger generation. You and I are, I'm not an old geezer by any means, but I've been in the roofing industry for 25 years, and we're definitely seeing not just roofing, but in all the trades. We're definitely seeing the access to a younger workforce. The skilled labor pool coming in is just dwindling. It's getting smaller, and guys like you and me are definitely like, what can we do to make the trades more attractive? Or for me, it's like make roofing look more attractive. What can we do to draw guys into commercial roofing instead of pipe fitting, instead of, construction, road construction, or, cell tower work? Get attention on those guys to come into the commercial roofing trades. And so, I think part of that starts with this group, exposure, showing guys that, we work on some pretty cool projects. I know you're working on some cool projects there in what, New Jersey or Manhattan?
Oh yeah, all of the above actually. This year, I did a big high rise in Jersey City. I did I'm always in and out of New York City. Did a big Amazon on Long Island, and we had a really good year despite the COVID thing. I haven't really gone over the final numbers for the year yet, but I'm anticipating that this has been my best year ever.
Did you know Andy Neer has been using Top Roof Marketing for the commercial roofing division of his business for more than 3 years? If you're not happy with the results you're getting or haven't looked into all the ways out there to grow your commercial business, take a look at toproofmarketing.com. They can show you solid data to back up the proven strategies they use to get their clients more commercial business year after year.
So I know we're just kind of, shooting the bull right here, talking roofer talk, but let me ask you a question, because we're on this group with Facebook, about 11,000 people and members on there now, and a lot of veterans on there, a lot of guys that have been in the industry for a while, but there's also a lot of new guys on there that just getting their feet wet in commercial, or been doing residential and haven't done any commercial. What do you say about the guy that thinks that, if I got to get into commercial, I'm just not going to make it unless I'm doing 5 million or 10 million. Do you think there's room for guys that are doing 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 million in commercial to make a good wage, make a good living?
I think it depends on where you are. There's a sweet spot at every level, right? So if you're working out of your house, or you and your brother got a roofing company and you're doing $1 million, it's important just to know your numbers at every level. You have to know what your insurance rate is. You have to know what you got to be figuring in that job, because at the end of the year, they're coming. The insurance guy is coming to audit you, and he's coming for his money. And if you didn't figure the right money in there, and you don't got the money, then you're done. And that's okay with him. He don't care. So it might not be quite magnified the way it is in New York, because just New York is just vicious. You mentioned that you're a roofer and they crucify you right away, outside of New York, like I got quotes for Jersey, like right after COVID, because I thought, oh my God, it's time for me to go to Jersey. I got to open a shop in Jersey. So I call my insurance guy. He gets me quotes, 30,000 per million. 30,000 per million. I pay 150,000 per million in New York, and in Jersey, the quote was 30,000 per million. It's like, what the hell am I even working here for? So in Michigan, in Idaho, in Ohio, there's probably, it's probably a lot less than this vicious place that I've chosen, but it's irrelevant. Because if you know what the number is and you put it in the job, then it should be there as the year unfolds, right?
Yep.
But
I wanted to go back to what you said there, because I put a post on a couple of Facebook pages the other day about joking about people wanting square foot price, hey, what's the going square foot price for this or that? And it's really kind of a joke that, because most roofers don't do their numbers. They don't know their numbers. And I've seen a lot of argument on there. Guys who are like saying, well, yeah, I can do square foot price. And people are like, well, what if you got 30 penetrations, or you got, this and that. And they're like, well, I just do my square foot price and then I add the penetrations. And it's just like, I can tell all those guys, they don't know their numbers. They don't know their overhead. They don't know their margins. And so I know you preach on this quite a bit. In fact, down at the conference in February, you're going to be doing a session on knowing your numbers, the margins and markup and kind of how to break down an estimate and job cost.
I think that's the most important thing. I think, those kind of things are the things that put young guys out of business, and not only young guys, startup guys. When I was in my 20s, I had a discussion with this guy, and he said, 85% of contractors go out of business, and it's not because they don't do good work, right? We're roofers, right? Putting a roof on is what I can do with my eyes closed. That's not what puts you out of business. Not understanding the difference between markup and margin puts you out of business. Not knowing what your overhead slides to, that'll put you out of business. Not knowing what your insurance rate is, that'll put you out of business. But not putting the roofs on, but it's the same thing in every business. You have to understand where your niche is going to be. Where am I really going to make my living in this business? And then you just got to stay tough on it, make it happen for yourself. And I think I could help a lot of people, making them understand that.
So you're going to be coming down and speaking at this conference that we're holding there in Myrtle Beach. Kind of co-hosting it with me, but you do have a segment there talking about knowing your numbers, the difference between profit, net profit, and markup and margin and stuff like that. So tell me a little bit about why you think contractors should come down and hang out with us for a couple of days. Is it just for the speakers?
Look, I think there's a couple of things that I don't think so. No, that's what people need to come and see. It's not so much what you're going to learn from me or any of your other speakers. It's what you're going to learn sitting at the table, having dinner with 5 other guys from all over the country, talking about their experiences and their setbacks and how they came through it. And you just can't get that at an expo, and you can't get that. You can't even get that on a Facebook page. I mean, there's some inspiration that you get out of that.
Yep.
What I brought to you with this idea is going to make the benefit of this group even more than that. Because like I said, it's not the expo. It's not, hey, going down and everybody feels cool and you look at this vendor and you talk to that vendor. That's all great. I understand the benefit of that, but sit down for dinner with 5, 6 other contractors that are all struggling the same way you are. Sit down for dinner, and at the table, there's you doing 2 million, and next to you is a guy who's doing 10 million, and next to him is a guy that does 500,000, and across from him, that guy does 20 million.
Yeah,
that's where you get what you need, man. And I'd like to, appeal to anybody who watches this. You're not too big to help. I mean, if you've got that kind of mind and you've built a $20 million company, come and contribute. It's only going to benefit you.
Yeah.
For you to share knowledge and will benefit you. These people will become, a benefit to you in ways that you don't even know. You might find the guy who starts up your next territory.
Yeah.
You just have no idea what could come of it. So I'd like to appeal to all the guys who have created success to come down. The industry needs you, and for you to feed into your own industry and share that knowledge back into your own industry will only benefit you in the long run.
Right. Yeah. If you have any questions, hit Warren up on the Facebook page. If you're hearing this and you're not part of Commercial Roofers United, you can check us out on Facebook. We're a Facebook group of about 11,000 members. It's called Commercial Roofers United. Inside the group, we call ourselves CRU. And the conference we're talking about is actually specifically for this group. You have to be in this group in order to attend the conference. And so I'd encourage you to head right over there and apply for membership. If you do apply for Commercial Roofers United, remember to answer all 3 questions. We're very particular about who we let in the group. We let very few people in that are not roofers, and we try to let no marketers in, and no spammers and weird profiles. We do let a few suppliers in, a few manufacturers, but I would say better than 90-95% of the guys in there are roofers, though. Roofers or owners of roofing companies. So pretty proud of that group that we've built there, and I couldn't have done it without Warren. And thank you for being on, Warren. And look forward to hearing what you have to say down at the conference in South Carolina. I've had several people asking, why didn't you have it up in Michigan, or why didn't you have it in Chicago? I kind of want to go somewhere warm. So if you're listening to this and you want to attend the conference, head on to Commercial Roofers United and become a member of the group, and then go ahead and register for the event. We'd love to see you down there. So thanks for being on, Warren. Appreciate it. Hope you have a happy New Year's Eve, and we'll see you later.
Thanks, Andy. Happy New Year to everyone.
You've been listening to the Rocket Roof Show podcast. Be sure to subscribe through your favorite podcasting platforms such as iTunes or Google Play to get the latest episodes as they are launched. For more, please follow us on social media or visit our website at rocketroofshow.com. We look forward to joining you here again soon at the next launch.